I got to go there. I'm going right back to the Bay, and I'm fascinated to see how it plays out because the Niners are so good. The Niners are so good. They went to the NFC Championship game last year. They were up 10 in the fourth quarter with Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback, and they anointed and kind of did it and said, we're not worried about it's Trey Lance's team. Trey Lance didn't beat out Jimmy Garoppolo for this job through practice or through some one-on-one battle. He was handed this job because it was time to pass that torch on. And yet Garoppolo remains. I could talk about the psychology of that quarterback room for days because I am so fascinated what happens as the season progresses. We just had that NFL Network Top 100 list. Take a look at some of the 49ers here and where they rank by position. Okay. Right, you're talking about the best left tackle in football. You're talking about the 5th best wide receiver in football. Right. You're talking about the 2nd best tight end, the 2nd best defensive end, the 5th best linebacker, the 10th best safety, and the best fullback. And quarterback right now could be 32 of 32. We don't know.
Those are low, too.
And a possible breakout player.
Yeah.
In Ayuk.
And Ayuk could be a breakout player. And we love Armstead. And we've had so many great experiences watching all of these.
Do we love Lance?
Do we love Trey Lance?
I don't know.
And we know, at the very least, we know Jimmy Garoppolo can win football games.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fascinating thing to chart because say the Niners start off 2-3. Say they start off 3-2. Mm-hmm. Say, God forbid, they're 1-4. What are we talking about once we get to October and November?
I know a little about their schedule. Week 4, they play Monday night against the Rams in primetime. Massive game. Like that. Game. That is a big Trey Lance night.
Huge game. There's a chance Trey Lance is awesome. Jimmy doesn't take the field, and Jimmy's an amazing big brother. And the end of this whole thing, Jimmy signs for $15 million to be the next quarterback of Team X.
Yeah, sure.
There's another scenario where Trey Lance struggles out of the gates, and everyone wants Jimmy Garoppolo on the field. Jimmy Garoppolo on the field comes in and excels, and then we're left with, now what? They can't franchise tag him. He has a no-trade clause, and Trey Lance isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Fascinating. And that's it. You're asking me the most fascinating. I don't know how it plays out. This isn't going to be just it's an easy road. I think there's going to be some sort of hiccup or some sort of question, and we're going to be revisiting this quarterback situation at some point during the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Week 1 matchup against the Chicago Bears and Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Same class.
That'll be interesting. They're going to be compared, obviously, throughout their career. But there's another game in Week 1 that's got my eye, and I'm really fascinated. You've already alluded to it on the show earlier on. Russell Wilson, how many times we could hear him say, let's ride. Russell Wilson, going back to Seattle. All right, where he was a king. He was godlike out there, and he's on his new team now. And guess who he's going up against? Geno Smith. Here's all I'm saying. History has shown us that quarterbacks that get traded to a team don't fare very well in Week 1. And here's some of the background for it. Sam Bradford traded the Eagles. All right, he loses first game, throws an interception, throws a touchdown. Fine. Donovan McNabb, not one touchdown. Jay Cutler, 4 picks in his first game after being traded to the Bears. So here's what fascinates me. Can you just, everything's been positive about Russell Wilson since he got to Denver. And really, for years it's been that way. He radiates positivity. But what if he doesn't win? What if he goes back to Lumen Field with his new team and they just traded everybody? We traded Drew Lock and Noah Fant and Shelby Harris. We traded all these guys for you. And what if he loses to Geno Smith? Yep. Right? How is that flight home going to be for the Denver Broncos? How is that new ownership feeling about their new toy, Dangerous Wilson, right now? Look, we don't know what he's going to look like. We don't know what this offense is going to look like with him. Mm-hmm. I think with Seattle, we know one thing. With Geno at quarterback, they are going to run the football. Yeah. All right, you better be in for it. They're going to be physical. Pete Carroll is reinventing himself and his team as we speak. This is curious, and it's Sunday Night Football. So, yeah, we're all watching. We're all locked in. We're tuned in.
A month ago, 6 weeks ago, I would have agreed with you. And our guy Mike North, the NFL schedule czar, gave us this incredible present of seeing Russell Wilson return home in Week 1. And if only he had known back then, you know what I should do? Browns-Panthers should be the Sunday night game. I just got a feeling about that. Has a game ever been flexed in Week 1? Can we get Baker versus the Browns already flexed into Week 1? This is the one for me. This is, it's already, I've said this, it's Shakespearean, this idea that just by coincidence, Baker's new team goes against his old team in the first game with Deshaun Watson not in the building. And you saw the story yesterday. Our girl Cynthia had talked to Baker in a preseason game. There was some sort of exchange where he issued a kind of an R-rated sentiment about what he wants to do to the Browns Week 1. Well, they run that back to Myles Garrett yesterday, and he's like, yeah, I mean, that's Baker's mentality. That's how he does it. This, even just the Myles Garrett Baker Mayfield portion of this, I'm reminded of when Brett Favre used to play Warren Sapp, and they would go like face mask to face mask after every play, and it was a game within a game. I've said it again. If Baker wins this game, his statement afterwards in the press conference is the number one piece of sound, as we say, in the whole industry. And if he loses this game, if he throws 4 picks and loses, it's also just this criminal, pathetic, like massive stakes performance. But oh my God, if he wins and lights up the Browns and throws 4 touchdowns and takes a bleeping Panthers drum and says keep pounding in the middle of the field and does all the stuff he did at Kansas up to and including
Plant the
adjusting
flag.
himself versus Kansas, all that stuff. Like, Baker's going to be on one. I cannot wait to watch it. And like, I'm unapologetically rooting for Baker in this one because you want to move on from me? With that guy for that much, bleep you, week 1, I'll see you there.
I love it. I love it.
Flex it.
I love it. The one that I am most fascinated by is I don't even know who the quarterback is. Because in Pittsburgh, what is going on? In my notes, it says, take the emotions out of it. I can't. I can't take the emotions out of it when
That's
I
what
consider.
your notes say?
Yeah.
Who says that
Well,
to you?
someone helps me put them together, and Matt Hamilton, our guy extraordinaire, says, take the emotions out of it. I can't with Kenny Pickett because I know Mitch Trubisky. He did fine enough in Chicago, led him to 2 playoffs, to find himself in the situation in Pittsburgh, sign a 2-year deal. And Mitch Trubisky, I liked the fight I saw in him in preseason. All of a sudden, the Kenny Pickett uproar came. And Mitch Trubisky just kept hammering away. He
was very
kept
good.
very solid, kept growing, kept showing us why he should be the guy. Kenny Pickett and George Pickens. There is nothing that sounds better, I think, against the Bengals in week 1 than a Kenny Pickett. But Mike Tomlin, he just, I think he's laughing at all of us. Like, he's just like, what was it? Professional procedure evaluation
Something
that he
about
is
that.
going through. That's just like, please make it so bland for us how you are going to decide, because the rest of us are absolutely up in arms as to who the hell the quarterback is going to be for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's making the routine play routine right now.
He is. It's driving me crazy.
Let's go pick
We'll know
one.
soon.
I know. Oh,
Go
well, no,
pick it.
I feel like
Let's go.
I'm Trubisky.
You're Trubisky.